Hello there, I'm Jeff.
I'm Frasier.
And we just watched 1931 classic from Universal Studios, Dracula, starring Bela Lugosi. And although not the first vampire movie, by far the most well-known and an absolute classic, it's obvious why.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Black and white, talkie, not a silent film.
True.
Some people might think that's what it is. It's not. It was pretty good. I liked it. What do you think, Jeff?
I absolutely love it. And you know, despite some people might think it might not have aged as well with acting, with writing, I completely disagree. And the reason why, it's just so beautiful to look at, the gothic scenery.
Yeah. The black and white definitely makes it.
You know, it makes it so much creepier and darker and scarier. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And it's Bela Lugosi.
Yeah, he's pretty incredible as Dracula. He's pretty awesome.
Oh my God, no, he is the quintessential vampire. And I'm not just saying that because he's not necessarily the first ever vampire. Max Schreck got him for Nosferatu, but he's just, when you think Dracula, when you think vampires, you just think Bela Lugosi, and it's obvious why. He is just incredible physically, the voice and the performance, his eyes.
His face just makes the whole thing. I told Jeff right after we saw it that they have these close-ups of his face in the movie, which are kind of ridiculous now, but at the time I'm sure that they were just scary as hell, and they're really awesome. He just makes this great Dracula face. It's classic. It's totally the classic. What you think of when you think of Dracula, it's totally him. It's so great.
Absolutely. And you know what's interesting? It's only about 70 minutes. It's really short.
Super short.
But it's a good thing because it just gets right to the point. It just blows right through it. Although there's not a lot of character development, it doesn't matter because it's all about Bela Lugosi's performance. It's all about Dracula.
Absolutely, yeah. I loved it. The one on Netflix that's available for instant watch is the one that doesn't have any music whatsoever in it.
True.
And I think that aids completely to the story. It makes it super creepy. It definitely, there are some awkward moments between the dialogue because of no music, but I think that not having music, it makes it super creepy, and it makes you definitely a little bit more scared because you're anticipating what's going to happen, and I really liked that. I thought it was great. I'll have to watch it with the music, but I liked it without it. I think it worked really well.
I actually like, for those who don't know, and I think the late 90s, they added an entire soundtrack by Philip Glass and his quartet of just violins. My only complaint about that is that the music never turns off, so the music just plays throughout, so it gets a little irritating. But for me, the music just, although the silence can be very creepy, at times it can be a little awkward because it's just a little too silent, so it just kind of makes it drag. But with the music, it just creates this incredible atmosphere. It's scary, it's relentless. I mean, to me, if this soundtrack had been with the movie in the beginning, it probably would have been one of the most well-known soundtracks since Psycho and Jaws. To me, it's incredible. And ironically, this is a Universal film. For those who don't know, Universal Studios pretty much invented the horror film. All the monsters came from Universal. Jaws, Halloween with the Michael Myers series. I mean, everything started with the Universal Classic Monsters and with Dracula. So.
Well, Dracula, this version of Dracula is not maybe outright scary, especially compared to what we have now. It still, I think, has an element.
Although it's better than Twilight.
Yes. A little bit better than Twilight,
Just a little.
I'm sure. But it definitely, I think, lends to the creepiness, almost kind of like the suspense thrillers, like what we're used to now. And like what I think that Dracula definitely played a part in some of those, and maybe the suspense thrillers that we have now were inspired by that a little bit, especially with the no music.
It's true.
Again, it totally heightens the drama and makes you a little on edge.
It's true. And the thing about the film, going with the no soundtrack or even with the soundtrack, for 70 minutes, it's still a pretty slow burn movie. It's not a lot of chasing, it's not a lot of there's no blood, there's no jumping and screaming. Well, there's screaming.
Right.
But it's incredibly creepy and it's relentless, especially when you first see Renfield's character looking up from the boat. The camera just holds on his face and it's just disturbing and it's incredible.
Yeah.
And I've already said it once, but I'm gonna have to say it again. The black and white cinematography is amazing.
It kills it. It's it's truly classic, and it's really, really beautiful. I love when Dracula, when he goes away with his cape. That's my favorite part. I love when he does that. It's a little cheesy, but if you can get past that, I think that it's a really good movie.
True.
So you guys should watch Dracula 1931 and let us know what you think.
Absolutely. So, and please come back tomorrow. We're still continuing 31 Days of Halloween. More to come.